Hello, everyone. Are we there? Did we switch over? How was that changeover? I never know. It always seems like every time we do a switch over from one DJ set to another, or in this case, a DJ set over to Mashup Talk. There's always like this delayed reaction thing. You might need to hit refresh. Of course, if you hear me saying this, you don't actually need to hit refresh. I'm assuming that we're going. Let's see here. Oh, Twitch was right in the middle of a sentence. Refresh. Okay, I think we're in the groove here. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, spending your Friday with us. How's your global pandemic going? Oh my gosh. I know things are kind of chilling out a little bit out there, but it's not over with yet. And, so much going on. It's been a little bit of a rough week here. The world is burning. Anyway. But that's not what we're here to talk about, because I unfortunately, I've been in a total like quarantine bubble, really since, March. And it's been an okay bubble. I work from home all the time. I mean, people think that being a party promoter and a DJ that I have like this crazy exciting life, and don't get me wrong, I often do have a crazy exciting life, but literally 90% of my job is doing exactly what I'm doing right now, which is like sitting here in front of a computer making shit happen. So when we do throw a party, like back in the before times, the party is hopefully successful. So I'm so used to working from home. So like being in quarantine, totally has not been that big of a deal. But I know people are starting to get a little stir crazy, and I'm just like, everyone be careful. I really don't want to have a second wave of corona apocalypse. We're not totally out of the woods yet, but so I've been in my little quarantine bubble, just frantically trying to save my business, which of course involves a lot of twitching. So thank you all for being here, for being a part of the channel, tuning in, just helping us. We've had so many kind of like stumbles along the way, and you guys are here for it and have still been super supportive. And so I've been so concerned about just like my own stupid little mashup world that I actually haven't like turned on the news or anything. I just like, okay, I do not need to, every day it's just like, yep, more people dead from COVID-19. Yay. So I've kind of like just gotten in the habit of not even turning on the news. And then of course this past week it was like, I'm sort of getting the impression just from little peeks into social media that shit's going down. And I made the mistake of going down a deep, dark hole of like, okay, so what exactly happened in Minneapolis? Can I just get on a plane and fly to Germany already? And like, so I can be with Jupiter Gatling. I'm sorry, I'm getting really real here. But anyway, so it's been it's been a week. So, but I really don't want to bring anyone down. You already know what a shit show it is out there. So I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to kind of like focus on the positive, give you guys a little break from the real world, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for joining us on a Friday night. We are going to have a party, as we always do every Friday night. And by the way, I know Friday night it's kind of become the thing, and I'm glad, because hopefully someday we're going to hopefully we're going to be doing parties again, and Saturday night's our main night when we do the parties. Hopefully Saturdays will start to take off here too, because we've got lots of cool things in store. First of all, give it up for DJ Time. Kind of like doing a little surprise secret chill set. I always think of DJ Time as, he's 128 beats per minute, the bangers, it's like the living room boom. So it's nice to get some variety. And that's what I was thinking of. It's like I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. We get to do anything on this channel. Any crazy idea that we want to do, we can do it. And so it's like, I loved it. I was like, oh, you kind of want to do like a chill out set out on your balcony? Yes, do it. Saturday nights are now going to be the night. We've established Fridays. Friday nights, we always have a guest DJ. Then we usually have a resident DJ. And so tonight we have DJ Forge, all the way from New Zealand, a place that seems to be going much better than the United States right now. We're going to talk a little bit about that, because I know that in New Zealand, they just apparently released the last COVID-19 patient from the hospital, and they've pretty much okay. Now, granted, New Zealand is its own little, paradise island, or, a few islands, but so it's definitely not the same as the coast to coast craziness that is a large country like the United States, but still I'm a little jealous. I mean, they've got hobbits, they've got DJ Forge, and apparently they don't have the corona apocalypse going on there anymore. So and I always remember, as a I grew up in the during the Cold War era, believe it or not, and so it was always the specter of nuclear war, when I was a kid. And I do always remember the safest place to be in a thermonuclear event, global annihilation, was New Zealand, actually. So, and apparently, even when it's not, global thermonuclear war, when it's just a pesky little virus that happens to kill a bunch of people, New Zealand is still apparently one of the safest places to be. So, jealous. So we're going to talk about that with DJ Forge. But also after DJ Forge, we've got DJ Lobster Dust doing the later set from New York City, which I'm realizing Lobster Dust does the Sunday show here, Coffee Cat and Mashup, but he's never done a Friday. And he's going to be, our showcase set, where I'm going to interview him, because I'm sure he's going to be a fun interview. He doesn't talk much, but when you get him talking, he's good. So that'll be in June. And then I think Jupiter Gatling is going to take us super duper late. So who knows what we're going to do. So Friday nights are definitely it. But Saturday nights are kind of seeing as that, I think it was one of these things where I was a few weeks ago, I realized, okay, I really don't think we're going to be throwing any parties on Saturday night anytime soon. So let's do what we do in real life on our Saturday nights. Back when we were throwing real life parties, is every Saturday night was a theme party, especially at our party in San Francisco. So let's do theme nights. So kind of been experimenting here and there. This Saturday, tomorrow, it's prom season. It's prom season. So we are doing a prom for the rest of us. We're encouraging people to get up in fancy prom attire or creative prom attire. I mean, I don't care what you wear. Just, show up in the Dance Commander Disco. That's our Zoom room run by the fabulous Rami Becker. Little side party here to our Twitch stream, and show off your prom outfit. I'm going to be doing, we got DJ Airson starting off prom at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and then I'm on at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern, and other time zones, figure it out. But anyway, that's and actually we start early with Mashups Rock with DJ and Nate. So, the weekends are a lot of all hands on deck. So I'm looking forward to doing a prom. I love throwing prom in real life. I'm going to tell a little story, because this is one of the reasons why I love theme parties, because you kind of never know what's going to happen. it's fun to be participatory with the audience, which is a little strange here on Twitch, because here on Twitch we only get you, it's like there you are in the chat, and we don't always get faces and cute outfits and things like that, but in Zoom, we get to see the outfits, and I do love that. So I'm looking forward to prom. And the cool thing about prom is people get kind of kooky. And we always used to have a prom contest. We're not going to do this for the Zoom party, but when we were doing the IRL parties, we would do like prom king, prom queen, and then best couple. And it always, like, I love our crowd, even though, okay, so we're getting up into June here, so which is LGBT, Pride Month, and so I always like to, I don't know what our queer to straight ratio is here with our Twitch audience, but in real life, our party started in 2003, and I used to say it was about 50% straight girls, 30% gay guys, and 20% smart straight guys, because they knew where the girls were, but they were cool to hang with the gays. And, this is like 2003. It was like when things were a little less mixed than they are now. This is back when, it was like gay clubs were gay clubs and straight clubs were straight clubs. And, I myself am bisexual. My partner at the time also bisexual. So we were always kind of like playing it both ways. Like, we hung out in the gay scene, we hung out, we had straight, there were definitely straight scenes we hung out in. Is it any surprise we throw a mashup party, right? It was like the whole idea was like mashing up all these, not just the music, but all the different kinds of crowds and people. And the music certainly helps, bring in a diverse audience. But then somehow over the 17 years that we've been doing Booty Mashup, I don't know. I'd say maybe it was around 10 years in, the ratio started like just getting tilted. And like more recently, it kind of feels like 80 to 90% of our audience, especially in San Francisco, is a straight audience, which is weird for such a queer city as San Francisco. Yet when I'm like, what the what? So then I look at like our, all our DJs, our performers, the shows I book, basically the people running the party. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, like a lot of us are queer. Like 90% of us, 80 to 90% of us are queer identified, DJing and putting on a party for an audience that's 80 to 90% straight. And I'm kind of like, okay, so Booty Mashup is sort of like a stealthy queer outreach program, But our audience has always been like, not like that sort of douchey straight audience. This is what I was getting at. So prom, it would not matter. But we always did like, prom king was always like a lame category. Like the dudes would like, not really show up, except last year. Last year we had a bunch of dudes who were just like in it to win it. And it was like all these basic bitches for prom queen. Prom queen used to be girls would turn out for it. Last year it was all about the guys. They were in it to win it. But best couple is really the category. That's where people really like do couples outfits. And I remember this one year, there was like this couple. They were very like sort of like Ren Fairish, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, something. I mean, they just were like, it was cosplayed out to the gills. I mean, he was like, big long flowing robe, and she was wearing like, the corset with the heaving bosom. And I mean, they were just like, they looked regal. They looked like they were like, okay, this is the king and queen, right? And then these two cute boys barely dressed up like sailors. I mean, it was like they were wearing white and like, they had hats on, but they were like not even remotely dressed up, right? I mean, not like not like, this regal king and queen couple. And they were just all like cute twinks, and they came out on stage and they kissed, and the crowd went like crazy, right? I'm just like they'd never seen two gay guys like before on stage. And it's an audience vote for, okay, who's going to win best couple. And of course, these two cute twinks barely dressed like sailors won, and these people who put all this work and effort into their outfits, like, second place, but still. And this has been a running theme with our prom. Like every booty prom, I would joke that it was just like, look, just be gay on stage, and you're gonna win best couple. That's how it works. So anyway, that was my little story time. So theme nights. So I love theme nights. So we're going to be doing this on Saturdays. That's Saturday is now going to be the theme party. Haven't really come up with the rest of the June schedule yet, but I can assure you that at the end of the month, normally when it's Pride weekend, we are definitely doing LGBT Pride. And we're also going to do Lady Gaga versus Madonna, because we would usually do that for Pride weekend or pre-Pride. And, we love the divas here at Booty Mashup, in case you haven't figured it out. And Lady Gaga just dropped a new album like last night. Or this morning, depending on, your time zone. But and it's fabulous. It's definitely, she's, ripping a page from the Dua Lipa playbook and being like, yes, disco. Let's bring back disco. I'm okay with this. So we love our Gaga here. So we'll do that. And I'm not sure what else we're going to do. Well, if you've got ideas for theme parties, definitely, hit us up in the chat. So I do love that. So I'm kind of hoping, you guys, it's more than just Friday. It's Friday and Saturday. If the chat's going crazy and there's just like, it's too busy, like come visit us on Saturday. It's going to be just as good. And, maybe we don't have to put the chat in slow mode or followers only, that kind of thing. So Friday nights are the big nights. So if you're not following the channel, I highly recommend that you do hit the little heart up there. Please follow us, because the chat will be in followers only mode for tonight. And big shout out to all my mods. I recruited a bunch of new moderators, familiar names in the chat, who seem to be like tuning in and active and basically making other people feel welcome and part of the community. So obviously Dark Washu was our first mod, and I don't even know how that happened, other than me just like, oh hey, wait, we should have a mod. Like, okay. And she was awesome. So it was like, she was our first mod, and now joining the mod team. Oh my God, I need to, I'm going to put my glasses on, because I don't want to screw up anybody's name. Videxant. I'm going to screw up everyone's name. Everyone's name is going to be pronounced totally wrong. Videxant, Bone Shooter 87, Muffle Mug, Jelly Sundancer, It's Keslo, and Mr. Beard Papa. These are all your mods for the channel now, in addition to all the Booty Mashup DJs. So they're not really here to keep the peace. They're mostly here to like slay trolls. Us, we're pretty. You guys are pretty chill, and we're pretty chill. So it's just more like, it's nice to have, a few hands on deck for in case someone jumps in and starts. I don't know, just suddenly, how Twitch is. I mean, Twitch, our little corner of Twitch has been pretty damn awesome, but I've peeked my head into a few other, like, especially some of like the shoot 'em up gamer streams, and I'm like, oh God, this is why everyone's got this like super long list of chat rules, because this is like just, it's just a cesspool of toxic masculinity, with like tons of shit talking and stuff. And it's like, and I'm okay with like a certain amount of teasing shit talking, but not when it crosses a line into sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, transphobia, racism. we do not have time for that. And so it's nice to have a bunch of mods on hand just to be able to shut that down immediately. So thank you, everyone who joined the team. I so appreciate it. I've been a little overwhelmed just trying to keep up with, all the new things. It's like every day it's like learn something new with Twitch, learn something new with live streaming, figure out more stuff, and then also just kind of like, deal with my business. Speaking of dealing with my business, I actually have good news. There is opening Booty LA on the horizon. Those Angelinos in the house, you people who live in Southern California, you're not going to be able to go to a Booty Mashup party, but you will soon be able to go to a Booty brunch. Our venue in Los Angeles, El Cid, they have a huge outdoor patio. So, things are starting to ease up a little bit. Outdoors is definitely better than indoors. That doesn't mean you shouldn't not wear a mask, people, though. Okay. All right. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's just one extra precaution. I know hardly anyone's going to, get COVID-19 just because, someone sneezed on them while they were walking across the street and passing someone. But look, just, it's public health and safety. Please wear your damn mask. Anyway, so outdoors, they're slowly easing up a little bit. So we are going to be doing a booty brunch at El Cid, most likely on Sunday. I think Sunday is going to be the day. There was talk about possibly doing it on Saturday. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm old school. To me, like brunch is such like that. It's Sunday brunch, Sunday brunch. Probably that's ingrained in my head because Saturday is Booty Mashup party night, and then Sunday is like, the postmortem, get together with your DJs and, have mimosas and, brunch time. Anyway, I wish I could read all your chats. I've actually got it going on right here. But I'm like, I'm realizing I've got the screen chat just a little too small, and besides, I'm talking. So, I've got the talking stick right here. As you know, this show is just literally all about talking. It's right there in the name, Mashup Talk. We started this and now I'm stuck with it. It's basically so we can have a VOD or is it a VOD? Do you guys call it VODs or do you call it VODs? This is still how much of a newbie I kind of am because I've kind of heard it both ways, but I think I'm going to go with VOD because I think I'm hearing that more. But anyway, we want one VOD where the audio is not, muted. One syllable VOD. Okay. All right. Whatever. GIF or GIF. We all know it's GIF. Okay. Anyway, so we have, like I mentioned, a special guest with us who's going to be doing our showcase set. His name is DJ Forge. This is one of the awesome, amazing things about being able to do Booty Mashup live streaming is that we now have a DJ team that is not limited by geography, and we love DJ Forge. He's been a guest DJ at Booty San Francisco. He also did a Booty New Zealand a few times, which I barely remember. I mean, sometimes there was a time when I was just like, sure, here's the logo, here's some flyer faces, go crazy. We were very we've been very open source about the Booty Mashup brand, especially if it's people within our community. If you're not within our community, then there's a bit more of a vetting process. But in this case, it was like another New Zealand DJ, Felix 5, had come to visit us, stayed with us, and then I was like, yeah, he's cool. I was like, sure, you want to do a New Zealand party? Sure. And then DJ Forge got roped into it. And so yeah, I think it's time for the little interview section of the show. So hopefully this is going to work. Now, he's all the way in New Zealand. And so Skype's Ben, it was a little sounding like he was underwater, but we're gonna hopefully this will work out. And let's see. Oh wow, I'm not even getting the little it's just there we go. Boo 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 boo. Okay, answer it already. Where are you, DJ Forge? I warned him. We just did this too. We literally did a test like right before the show started just to kind of like make sure because, there's been some tech issues this week. Oh, wow. Yep, that did not work. Oh, wait, there you are. Okay, I hear your voice. And there you are. Yay.
Hey, how's it going?
I think you need
listening to the stream and downloading a new track from Mr. Mark Johns.
Oh God, we've got a severe echo going on, and I don't know what the deal is. I think it might be on your end.
This is my phone that I'm talking to you on my Skype right now.
Really?
Is the only thing going on my end.
Okay.
So
all right, let's try that now.
It'd just be that like whole Hobbiton like slow mo.
Yeah, I think it might have been me in my headphones. So I think we're okay now. Excellent. Welcome to the show, DJ Forge. So how's life in paradise?
It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I woke up. The house isn't too bad from the party last night.
Okay. So I didn't tell the people, but you are celebrating a birthday. This is your birthday weekend, and because you were basically last night was New Zealand night, and tonight is it's nighttime in the States, so you're kind of doing double birthday here, huh?
Yeah, like Jupiter did. Like I don't know. That's the beautiful thing about this whole connection that's going on right now with everything. Like yes, there's a pandemic, we've been locked down, but we've got to make these connections over all around the world and have these different time zone parties and stuff. And it's beautiful. That's one thing that to take from the pandemic has brought so many people together.
I've seen you more than it's like, yeah, you're just part of the team now, which is like amazing. and I love that so much. So it's your birthday. I also love because it's such a booty mashup tradition where when it's a DJ's birthday, it's always like, it's my night, it's my set. And so you get to do the birthday set. Oh my God, look, your place looks amazing out there. Oh, you want to give us a little tour of the garden and the yard? Oh, New Zealand. So tell me what's going on over there. You just froze. Oh, and we lost him.
I kind of want to
wait, where is
I'll probably
you can't go outside because you're gonna get too far away from the router box. Okay. Let's not step too.
Yeah, there's that Wi-Fi.
Let's not step away from the Wi-Fi. I know you had some Wi-Fi issues, like earlier, not today, but just in general. So it's like the Corona apocalypse is almost over. You work in nightlife, correct?
Yes, yeah. So my main job is working as a lighting tech and DJing on sides, and I have my bands and stuff that I play for. Like my life pretty much revolves around music and events. So it's been super hard not being able to go out and do the stuff that we love doing and put on the parties and that sort of thing. It's been so difficult, but this being able to jump up and share music with people has kind of been a godsend in that thing. And I think it kind of seems like there's a lot of people on the Twitch that come in and listen that it's done that for them too. It's given them a grounding and something to come back to. And
like it's sort of the new normal, but it's been like this thing that at least, in amidst chaos, you can depend on, hey, there's this, music channel just popped up out of nowhere on Twitch, and they seem fun, you know. And for us, it's like, oh hey, there's this audience that likes mashups, and so we're gonna keep playing for them.
Yeah.
um,
It kind of works though, like because that's how I kind of found mashups and how I found Booty was the internet back in the day. Like you mentioned Felix Five earlier that I used to do a radio show with, and we did a 100% strictly mashups radio show, which led into he introduced me to you guys, and we went from there. And as you said, we did a couple of Booty NZs because we were doing mashup parties anyway, so it just made sense to rebrand those parties and go, yep, no, the Booty parties now.
Part of the whole. I mean, I love having a global community of people. It's this shared, this shared sensibility of, and in fact, I love our new catchphrase, or one of our new catchphrases. It was plamp free since 2003, but DJ Jimmy G ruined that with his live stream yesterday. So I think we're gonna go back to yours, which I love, which is you came up with genre fluid since 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that term. It's perfect. And so what got you into mashups? I mean, because I know I'm gonna give people a little bit of a background. I know you are actually the lead singer of a tribute band, a Marilyn Manson tribute band. So obviously, like a lot of us, you come from a rock background, I'm assuming. What got you into mashups?
Yeah, well, because everything. My first ever DJ thing was when I was 14, and it was in a skating rink, where like Blue Monday was the speed skating song, and we were still playing Guns N' Roses and all that sort of stuff. And then I got into dance music. I always looked like a goth kid. Like that was always my aesthetic. Was always kind of the goth thing. But I'd go to dance parties and then go out to rock gigs and stuff. And then when I moved to Wellington, I started doing radio, and then I met Felix.
Ooh, you are cutting out.
Our program director for Facebook, he brought Descent, which I have on vinyl, and I've done it. Yeah, and I've done the bootleg edit of it recently. But he played that, and that was my kind of like first of like
which song you cut out just briefly.
What is this? So it was the Satanic Mashups, Inhumans.
Oh, yep, I know the one. Inhumans, 50 Cent. Closer in the Club, which is 50 Cent versus 9 Inch Nails. And that was probably, Closer by 9 Inch Nails now has a reputation for being one of the most mashed up songs. But there was a time when that was like groundbreaking,
No one touched that song because it was just like, the tempo for it is so different to everything else that you want to play. It's really hard to see. People listen to it. I was in the club and it was like, hold on, that's Closer. I love 9 Inch Nails. Oh my god, this is Closer. And then the 50 Cent came and I was like, hold on, what? And that was it. That was it. Back in 2003. And so that got me on the mashup tip. And then we started doing the radio shows and then met you, and everything's kind of gone from there.
I appreciate that. I think you and I have a similar aesthetic where we look goth, but we actually love everything.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Well, that's the thing. Like, the thing I loved about doing the mashup shows was, like, with DJs in general, you get that whole thing of like, oh, I'm more drum bass, or I'm more house, or I'm more this or that, or whatever, and the thing I really enjoy about mashups is that it's for everyone. There's a little bit of everything everywhere. I don't know if that makes sense.
The idea being is that there's something for everyone, hopefully. But if you're really committed to it's like I just like this one kind of music, then we're not the party for you for sure. But tell us about your band.
No. It's the Manson tribute band. So we're called VCRs and Vaseline, and we basically just do Marilyn Manson. We try to do Marilyn Manson, make it sound like recorded Manson as opposed to live Manson. Because anyone who's a Manson fan, you've got to admit that like he has this reputation of 50-50. It'll be good. Maybe he'll be good. Maybe he won't be good. And yeah, so we kind of went, okay, we love Manson. He's only ever come down here like twice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
In New Zealand, you probably don't get as many
yeah,
live touring acts as obviously the States. I'm
the weird thing is we do, but some of them just kind of go on. I can't be
yeah.
bothered with that. But then there's other people like that come back all the time. Some of the guys from Chili Peppers have got bought land here. Which Tankard land here, of course, from System of a Down. There's a lot of big name musicians that have actually bought land in New
Really?
Zealand to live in. Just because they came, yeah, because they came here on tour and went,
God,
oh my god, I love this
paradise.
place. Okay, I gotta have somewhere here. Yeah. And there's a bunch of movie stars and with the whole the Hobbit team and they're down in Wellington, Weta that did all those movies, and everyone that came down and kind of lived down here while they were filming those. A lot
You're cutting out. I think you
those
need to get closer to your Wi-Fi.
people just really
Oh yeah,
There's quite a
there,
few
yeah, it's yeah. We missed all of that. We left you at a bunch of the Hobbit movie people ended up buying property in New Zealand.
I'm gonna sit. I admittedly I am at living last night.
Oh yeah, you're hungover, aren't you?
Just a little. But that's what makes it more fun. So yeah, no, a lot of the people, like when they were down here filming, yeah, they bought land and just
so what do you got in store for us tonight? Well, what are you gonna DJ for us?
I'm just pretty much going to pick a selection of like some of my favorite mashups that over the last 15 years, 16 years that I've been DJing mashups. So pull out some favorites. Mr. Mike, as I said earlier, Mike Johnson sent me a new one, which is a very 80s styled mashup that's like brand new. I think he released it about an hour or two on the internet.
That's
so
very
I'm
brand,
gonna drop
very
that
brand new then.
at some point, as well as
excellent. All right.
Yeah, yeah, very brand new. Yeah. So I'm still finding things around the house at the moment.
Yeah, like how late did your party go last night? Okay. And what time is it now in New Zealand?
I think. It's 1:30, so I had a couple hours sleep and then got back up.
Yeah, we're gonna get the hangover set for sure. I think the way the Skype is working right now is less how you actually sound, but probably how you feel. Yeah, you're totally cutting out. What I said was I think the way the Skype is sounding right now is probably how you feel in your head. It's just this.
Yeah. Yeah, quite possibly. But it's the thing. Birthdays,
Well, great.
And I'm so glad. Waking up this morning to Doug sitting on his balcony,
so nice.
playing music.
Yeah, and I loved it. And it was such a great chill selection, especially considering what's been happening in I want to say in the world, but really I mean what's been happening in my country. It was nice to just some calming, chilled mashups. I love chill time, so I hope he does that again.
I love the outside thing. The whole when you've done your shows and you've had that beautiful skyline in the background that I now know and love.
Exactly. It's such a pain in the butt for me to set that up though. I got to drag a table over to the window and everything, but whatever.
Do we want to talk about it was supposed to be so easy, but like this is like I've got my DJ gear here. I have a streaming machine over here with
all
a
of it.
microphone. I have my laptop. I can have my socket on it, and have the TV as the monitor over here right
Nice.
now.
We got it.
Yeah. Like like this is it's crazy what goes on behind the scenes with the whole. This was supposed to be so easy that we could just stream and put this
Well,
out
I
there, but
mean,
there's everyone's done so much.
it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still kind of amazed because now I'm so deep into it that I literally just like did a live stream 2 days after I sort of figured it out and did it successfully. But of course, it was just basically like me sitting at my desk doing a live stream playing songs off of iTunes. Now, of course, we're all like keeping up with the Joneses, and it's like, green screen and and special effects and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's it can be easy, but none of us make it easy for ourselves.
No, of course not. Like what Trip is doing with that 3D robot. Like
right, exactly.
What is?
Yep. We need to get him back on this channel with his 3D thing. All right, you're cutting out a lot, and I'm sure it's annoying as fuck to our listeners and the chat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm really glad that my streaming computer actually had one.
What's that? Oh God. Is this where it ends?
I was gonna say I'm really glad that my streaming.
Sounds great. You're totally cutting out. I'm gonna cut you off.
Like my phone,
yeah, you're totally cutting out. I'm gonna let you go get ready for your set.
I'll get ready to play some.
All right, go get ready to play. We're gonna rock out to you. Thanks so much for joining us all the way from New Zealand. Ciao. All right, that was DJ Forge. Oh my goodness. I'm really hoping. I mean, when we live stream, we tend to be have our streaming computer hardwired into our internet. So, it'll probably be fine, I hope. Hey. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, Mashup Talk. How we doing out there? How many people are here? Oh my God, there's like 200 people. Damn. Okay. I guess that Skype call didn't chase all of you off. So that's good. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. Jupiter's streams are fine, and that I don't know if anyone was here on Wednesday, and it was like we did a Skype call, and it was like, whoo, oh yeah, all the fun little gremlins in the system. It's we're still making this up as we go along. It's been 2.5 months, and I know Doug, DJ Time, said, "Don't say that. Don't tell people we're making it up as we go along. We've got this dialed in. We're way more professional than other streamers." And I'm like, I know that we're way more professional than other streamers, but that's this has always been how I am. I'm very overachieving, and so when it's not going perfectly and totally dialed in, I'm just like, sorry guys. Besides, it makes me more human and more approachable, right? Anyway, we're doing the best we can, and it's definitely been it's been an experience. There was a couple things. God, what did I have? I got my little things that I was wanted to talk about, which was, let's see here, Booty LA is going to be opening soon. Booty Mashup LA, Booty Brunch. What I want to do is I want to get El Cid with the venue to if they could somehow do a mashup menu. I don't know what that would look like, but DJ Time is a chef, so I've talked about if we ever, the dream would be to open up a booty mashup bar or with maybe small plates or something. I mean, these are all ideas that I had in the before times, and now it's I don't know if that will ever happen. But the idea was the cuisine would be a sushi burrito or Indian chutney, tacos or something. I mean, like basically mashing up cuisine the way we mash up music. So I don't know if El Cid can really do that, but I mean, if we're gonna do a booty mashup brunch, I would love it if the food at least pretended to be mashed up, even if it's just like it's eggs and sausage. I don't know. I don't know. But let me see what else. We had kind of a minor achievement happen on our channel quite accidentally 5 days ago, which is the fabulous Jupiter Gatling did a 24-hour stream. And of course, actually it was more than 24 hours. It was a 25-hour stream. And the weird thing about this is, like we should have promoted this, right? We should have been like a big, it's like Jupiter Gatling's going to do a is going to live stream a DJ set for, 24 hours, come support us, cheer her on, blah, 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 blah. But the fact of the matter is we had no idea that this was going to happen. I mean, literally it started last Sunday night. I jumped on, we were hosting the Monster Show, which is a drag show based in San Francisco. They're our resident drag show at Booty Mashup at DNA Lounge in SF. And then they were going to rate our channel, but something weird happened, so they didn't quite rate it the way it was supposed to. But I was like, okay, I'm DJing. But then it was like, oh, okay, that didn't quite work. But then I was sort of in a chill mood, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do like a little Sunday night chill set, which I might do again because it was really lovely. That might be a Sunday thing. We'll see. Check in with me on Sunday night, see how I'm feeling. But anyway, and then Jupiter, because she was awake over in Germany, had just woken up really, and was like, hey, I'm gonna jump on after you. And she started off with chill mashups, and it kind of ramped up, and I go to bed, and then I wake up 8 hours later, she's still on, and I'm like, oh my god. And then it just sort of kept going, and then you people over here in the chat pod just we're egging her on, and suddenly I'm like, wait, I should be promoting this, did a few social media blasts, and then and then the whole day goes by, and I go to bed again. I literally go to bed, a second time. Yeah, she ended up doing 25 hours, a 25-hour DJ set, and we didn't promote it really at all until I mean, she was losing it though. If you go back and look at the VOD, I highlighted the VOD of the last, I think, 90 minutes of her set. I mean, there's a point where she's like you could tell she's delirious and losing it. Apparently there was this thing with birds, she kept hearing birds, but I think the birds were just in her head. You hear stuff, and you would see her on the stream. She's DJing and chatting with you guys, and all of a sudden it's barking at the birds, right? It was ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. But anyway, props to Jupiter Gatling. Yep, like I said, any crazy idea that we want to do on this channel, we can do, and you bitches are here for it. So thank you, Booty Mashup family, for being here and egging us on. I can't wait until I decide to do my 2 hours of only Dua Lipa physical mashups. And then we'll see how you like it. With these crazy ideas. But whatever. So yeah, what else did I want to talk about? So yes, tonight we have the Zoom room. The Dance Commander Disco will be happening tonight. There will not be a Zoom wall. If you love the Zoom wall behind us while we're DJing, like we did last Saturday, like we did yesterday for DJ Time's Living Room Boom, tomorrow for the prom is when we're going to do Zoom wall, because we definitely, if you're wearing a prom outfit, show it off, please. And if you guys if you could do me a favor, like I said, I know Friday nights are the big night, but let people know that Saturdays are happening. Like word of mouth. I mean, it's so interesting how like Twitch live streaming has been echoing and mimicking so many real life party things. Like the best the best promotion that you can have for a party is word of mouth. So if you guys can just tell your peeps, spread the word, let people know that we're live streaming on Saturdays, that we're doing a booty prom tomorrow. Show up, be fancy, be weird, be creative, whatever you want. Show off your outfit in the Zoom room tomorrow at 10 p.m. Well, I mean, the Zoom room is going to be happening earlier, but the Zoom wall will happen tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, it's so late, East Coasters. That's not all of us are set up for the Zoom wall. I'm trying to get everyone kind of like to get it, but running Zoom and then also your OBS studio and then having a browser window open to chat with people, it's a lot. And then we don't even dare deal with the other things, which is we have a third. So it's like we have three opportunities to interface with Booty Mashup. I can't even deal with it all. Seriously, I really can't. So we also have a Discord. Yes, we have a Discord, which is like the weirdest name. I literally just today, this popped into my head. Why is this called Discord? Because if Discord is supposed to be like another forum for a community, and there's like chat rooms, and it's sort of like a little bit of a message board, and it's just basically another way to create community. Well, if it's about like having a place for your community to meet, then why is it called Discord? Discord is like people, look up the dictionary definition of Discord. It's disagreement between people. Like why is this platform called Discord? This is like the dumbest name. But anyway, we have one. We have a Discord. I'm barely in there. Dark Washu set it up. Thank you so much, because I know a lot of you do like having, especially if the chat gets super busy like it often does on a Friday night. It's nice to have another place to come hang with your other Booty Mashup people. So it's nice to have Discord. So please, I know the link is posted periodically in the chat. So so yes, we have three ways to chat with us, because I love the chatting. This is the one thing that we don't get as much at a real life party. I mean, we chat with people all the time. I mean, so many Booty Mashup fans who are like really like now like friends. It started off just as fans, and they like the party, and it was like we've got places in the club where we can go and have a conversation, but often it's just a loud booming nightclub. So it's nice that actually we can crank up the music as loud as we want and still be able to chat, either in Zoom or in the Twitch chat pod, as I'm calling it, or now on Discord. So you will probably not see me on Discord tonight. I will definitely be peeking my head into the Twitch chat every now and then. And tomorrow you get me for Zoom, because I've got a cute dress that I'm gonna wear, and I'm gonna be DJing. And we got DJ Airson is starting off Booty Prom. And who knows? I mean, we could be going all weekend like we do. I never really quite know where our weekends are going to go. I only book, this is the way it works. I book 6 hours every Friday and Saturday night. Like, them's the rules. I mean, Friday is 7 hours if you count the mashup talk. So here we are. This is an hour of me going blah, blah, blah. But 6 hours of DJ sets. And then anything after that is kind of like bonus. So what's supposed to be a 6 hour night often like rolls right into the next day, and then it's time for DJ Nate's Mashup Talk Show, or DJ Lobster Dust on Sunday. Mashup Talk, Mashups rock, more rock, less talk. this show is less rock, more talk. And then Sunday is Coffee Cat and Mashup with Lobster Dust. So, sometimes we just, I don't know, we go hard, and you guys seem to appreciate it. I know not everyone's active in the chat, lots of lurkers. If you're like me, you have music happening in your home all the time, and music has been a huge thing that has kept me sane through this entire corona apocalypse. So I just have Booty Mashup on going on in the background. And when we're offline, off Twitch, I have Booty Mashup Radio happening, which if you go to bootymashup.com, we have a 24/7 radio station, which I had to run some errands today. I had it on my phone, listening to my headphones. I was like, look, I might be biased, but DJ Shuffle is really good. I literally just like dragged a bunch of stuff, like uploaded it. It's like, ooh, that playlist, this playlist, that playlist. I forget what's on this playlist. Just uploaded a bunch of crap. And DJ Shuffle just mixes it all up. And I was like, oh, wow, this is like a cool mix of music. So, and very, very eclectic, booty mashup style. So if for some reason you need your little booty mashup fix and the Twitch ain't going, I highly recommend our radio station. And it's for free. I mean, we're so like we're such sluts. I mean, let me explain. I used to always we used to always give away CDs at our parties. Of course, in 2020. Who even still has a CD player? But I would always, people would always be like, "Is this free?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're not whores. We don't charge you for it. We're sluts. We give it away for free." So, and I kind of feel like we do the same thing a lot with our radio station and with all the mashups on our website, and of course Twitch here is pretty much free for you. So which brings up the point of. But if you guys do want to contribute and help support the channel, let me tell you, it is so madly, madly, madly appreciated. Our web server is like $165 a month to host all of those mashups that are available for free download. And there's just so many other operating expenses. So seriously, there it goes. Venmo, Patreon, Ko-Fi. The Patreon's really awesome. I've been loving Patreon. I'm already working on the next exclusive mixtape for our Patreon supporters, and it's I highly recommend it. It's, like for a small amount of money each month, there's different tiers, and you can get, exclusive mixtapes before anybody else. There's a big giant mashup pack that I send to a certain tier of supporters. You can also get on the guest list for parties when we start doing them again. But that might be a good one for this booty brunch. We're still working out details. I don't even know how. That literally got the email from our venue. I'm looking forward to seeing how Booty Mashup evolves out there in the real world when there's still the corona apocalypse happening. I mean, it's like I said, it's chilling out a little bit, but I worry about that second wave. Let me tell you, I'm super cautious. It's like I just do not want that ick. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to stay alive and keep playing mashups for you people. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here for Mashup Talk, for being here for Friday Night Live, and just being a part of the channel. It's it really does mean the world to us. There's basically 5 of us that have been the resident DJs here. As myself, Jupiter Gatling, DJ Time, Lobster Dust, DJ Innate. It's like I said this. I don't know. I was delirious. I said this to Jupiter Gatling. We were talking about like why do the D&D people love us so much? Like what is this connection with Booty Mashup and Dungeons and Dragons? And I'm like, well, we're like 5 adventurers, on an adventure to create a mashup channel. I don't know. So I'm like, I like put it out to the five of us that actually what I had said was 5 to 7 adventurers, in a party, because we also have like other people like King of Pants and DJ Trip and other people, and DJ Forge, DJ Airson, people that are part of the crew, but maybe aren't on the channel every single week, so they just kind of pop in for one little dungeon crawl, but they're not there for the whole campaign. Am I speaking your language? It's all coming back to me. I definitely was a D&D gamer. I put it out there to Twitter not too long ago that I was like, can I do a Dungeon Master DJ set and like sort of like craft a mashup set that is basically controlled by the roll of the dice, and this is why I brought it to my core team of resident DJs. I asked them, what's your player class? Like, what are you? Like, I think I'm a wizard. I was really expecting everyone to be like, oh, I'm a bard. But no one's picked bard yet, weirdly. But I haven't gotten everyone's answers yet either. So anyway, all right. On that super duper geeky note, I know I'm just playing to the crowd here, right? We're gonna nerd out. But now we're gonna dance. Your Friday night is officially about to begin. We have representing Booty Mashup, New Zealand, coming all the way from I know Australia's down under. Can you say down under for Kiwis as well? I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know. Like Flight of the Conchords never covered that. Like I know that there was the whole like, no, I'm from New Zealand, I'm not from Australia, and people get that confused. But I don't think they ever covered whether they used down under. I'm sure the chat will tell me. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to me rambling on for 1 hour. I do my best to still keep it somewhat entertaining. Sorry about the warbly Skype call with DJ Forge. He was calling from all the way down there. So he's going to be taking us on a mashup journey directly from where the hobbits live. So I'm going to sign off here. If DJ Forge doesn't pop in, please hit refresh and let's enjoy however we can in these crazy, crazy times. Yet another Friday Night Live. Peace out, everyone. Thanks.